Hot Gates gamers, Adventures in Arda is back for another journey into Middle Earth. Welcome everybody to Hot Gates Gaming for another episode of Adventures in Arda, our strategy battle gaming battle report series. Today is a very special episode because I'm not actually going to be playing, which is going to make things a little bit easier. I've got two special guests. Well, I've got one special guest and one person who likes to hang around every now and again, like a bad smell that you can't get rid of. So of course we've got Cool Steve here, but we'll forget about him for a second because we've got someone even cooler than Cool Steve from the cool places of the north.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
It's Andreas, the Norwegian Viking.
Hi guys.
Over. There we go. Fantastic. How's your journey over? Okay.
Quite good. The fire alarm went off on the airport, so we all had to go outside.
That's exactly what you want when you are travelling in dangerous situations such as on aeroplanes. So Andreas is actually coming over for the Desolation of Stockport, which is of course one of our flagship Great British Hobbit League tournaments that we're doing. I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful time. Absolutely. And of course you're slamming it in the Britannia, which is the only way to do the Desolation of Stockport. So Andreas has brought along a very cool looking Mahud army, and as such we have designed hopefully what will be a very cool report for you guys today. Today is going to be the Mahud versus Steve's Gondor.
Our retirement.
Our retirement. He even tried to get Alfred in there, but we won't let him because he is a changed man. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint a picture of exactly how this battle report is going to work, and we're going to show you these beautiful armies right now. Welcome to Adventures in Arda. Sauron musters his troops and his allies from across Middle-earth. The Mahud king approaches Gobel and Ancalimon, the crossing of the Harondor in southern Gondor, bringing a huge host at his rear. With Gobel and Ancalimon completely destroyed, the crossing of the Harondor has fully been taken by the Mahud king. The town is in ruins and the path north lies clear for the forces of darkness. But a relief force from across Gondor and Minas Tirith approaches, hopefully to clear out the Mahud and defend the crossing in southern Gondor, and to prevent the Mahud from opening up the gateway from the south, coming north to Osgiliath and Minas Tirith. Will the Mahud king be able to hold back the might of Faramir, Denethor and Gondor and keep hold of his prize crossing? Or will Gobel and Ancalimon fall once again, and this time to the forces of Gondor? Ahead of us we have the 500 points of Gondor force coming down to root out the Mahud as they try and establish a base in southern Gondor, ready for the War of the Ring. Leading the force we have got Faramir. Faramir is on a horse he's got his armoured horse, shield and a lance, and with him he's got 4 Osgiliath veterans. He's also got some Fountain Court with him as well. There's a Citadel Guard with a spear. The warband next to them we have got Beregond, a very lovely conversion by Steve, an early conversion, probably the first one that he did I think, with Beregond on a horse. He's got some Rangers of Gondor with him, and they're supported by the Citadel Guard who have got bows. And over on the far side Denethor has come down from the White Tower for this foray. Of course his mind hasn't completely gone now because Boromir is on his way up to Rivendell to try and get the weapon of the enemy. Of course Denethor is leading some warriors of Minas Tirith. There are also some Fountain Court Guard there, a little bit of an elite force here, and one of them has got a banner, a very lovely conversion. Let's see what they're up against today. Ahead of us we have the Mahud Raiders led by the Mahud King himself. He of course has got his Wargaming war spear and he is leading some raiders behind, also armed with war spear, looking very cool, loving the paint scheme on these guys. And then we've got two separate war bands here. The one over on that right flank we have got a Mahud chieftain, we've got some of the Mahud warriors. Yep, rear rank with spears and shield, and in front rank with blowpipes and shield. Everybody has blowpipes. There we go, so that is our 500 points of Mahud Raider force. So here in the horns of Gondor blazing, the Mahud King has decided to set up a perimeter defence around Gobel and Ancalimon, defending the crossing of the Harnen. We are going to play a modified version of Hold Ground, of course. Andreas, the Norwegian Viking, very the opposite here. The Mahud, of course, from warmer climates than Norway, has chosen to defend and stand his ground. He got to deploy first. We're going to come back when we see Steve and his Gondor relief force and see what sides of the board they will be coming on. So we are going to be playing that Steve will be coming on north there, east, south and west, and we're going to roll for one warband at a time, just in front of the ruin there. So starting off with Faramir's warband, that will be coming on the 2, some great aim there. So they're going to come on the 2, and that was Faramir. Are you going to might with Faramir's?
No.
No, so Andreas is going to get to choose. Is it going to be north, east, south or west, or is it he gets north or south?
It's north or south.
Will you pick north or south?
Is this either there though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick north.
So Andreas is picking north for Faramir's warband. So of course I've put Steve in a bit of a sticky wicket there, but Faramir would be leading from the front in this, he'd be leading the Charles, not Denethor. But of course I just announced that Faramir would be going first. He's going to roll to see where Denethor comes on from next. So he's going to roll, and that is a 5.
I choose east or west.
You choose east or west.
I choose here.
And you're going to be choosing that far northeast point over there. And finally Beregond, where will Beregond be coming on from? Steve rolls his dice, and it's a 3. So you get to pick east or west, unless you want to use that single point of might, Mr. Crow.
Wow. Let me think, east or west, I know where you're going to put them. I will use the point of might.
You're going to use the point of might, and you're going to choose to bring him on over by Denethor, of course.
So is that might?
So Beregond is out of might. All of the forces of Gondor will be deployed now, and we'll come back as we go into officially our first turn priority. Faramir and Denethor have approached Gobel and Ancalimon from the northeast over here, so you can see where they've walked on. We have of course used the Maelstrom battle a little bit more like deployment, so we will be rolling for first turn priority in a second, but the forces of good approach the town. Meanwhile, further south in the southeast of our board, we've got Beregond with his much more missile-based warband down this end, about to approach the ruins. And as you can see over there, the Mahud stand ready. So of course, we need to roll for turn 1 priority. So the black GBHL podcast dice is going to be Andreas, and the Gondor grey dice is going to be Cool Steve. Let's see, turn 1 priority, who's it going to go to? And so, is that 6?
6.
Oh, I should remember these bad boys. Yeah. Turn 1 priority goes to Gondor.
Good luck, man.
Good luck.
And first of all, Steve's going to be moving his Osgiliath veterans, followed by the Fountain Court Guard, led of course by Faramir. And now Denethor's warband marches up. We've got the Warriors of Minas Tirith just moving up 6 inches, supported of course by Denethor and his elite Fountain Court Guard. And Faramir is just going to be moving up behind the warband here. And if you're wondering why Denethor hasn't been filmed doing his courage test, he already took it and he got double 6s. So on to the next warband. And Beregond's warband is going to stay still, but Beregond himself is just going to move up half, getting himself ready to fire in his longbow into those Mahud. So that's the end of the Gondorian movement. We're going to come back with the Mahud. Mahud raiders are going to start things off, and they're actually just going to be coming out of the ruins and moving up, going further north towards the warband over there where the banner lies. And the Mahud directly facing off Beregond and his warband. They're just going to be moving up half, hoping to get some cheeky blowpipe shots off at the Gondorians. So that's it for movement turn 1. We're going to come back with turn 1 shooting. So Rangers of Gondor are going to take some shots first. They're going to be taking pot shots at the blowpipes at the front of the Mahud lines. Needing 3s to hit. They roll and they get 1 hit.
Oh my word.
So they get 1 hit and they are defense.
5.
So you'll need 6s here. and it's a 1, and the Rangers don't do it. Next up is the Citadel Guard with their strength 3 bows, but they do need 4s to hit in this case. So we're going to go for that straight away. So here we go, needing 4s, same targets, they roll, and that's much better, only 1 miss. So we'll need 5s here to do the wounds, needing 5s. And that's 2 5s, so 2 of the Mahud blowpipes are going to go down, and we have our first blood spilt in this special battle report. Beregond is now going to take his longbow shot, and he's just firing at that guy there with a blowpipe. He needs 4s to hit as well, so he's going to roll. Does he get a 4+?
No.
He rolls a 1, and I believe that's going to be it for Gondorian shooting. So we're going to come back with the shooting of the Mahud. There's going to be some retaliatory shots over here. We've got the blowpipes coming over from this warband, firing back at the Citadel Guard and the Rangers. So here we go, they are going to be firing. We've got the dark red dice as the Chieftain needing 4s, and then the bright red GBHL Patreon dice needing 6s now? Also needing 5s.
5s and 4s.
5s and 4s, so here we go. What they get, and that's a really good roll. That's why you should support your YouTube favourites. And you are of course hitting the Citadel Guard, and it's strength 2 blowpipes, so you need 6s here. So needing 6s on the Citadel Guard.
Rerolling 1s for poison.
Rerolling 1s for poison.
Oh,
we've got the 1, cheeky 1. Will he get the 6?
Oh!
And he doesn't, so unfortunately the shots bounce off the Citadel Guard armour, and we're going to see if there are any more shots for the Mahud. So we're going to start off with the blowpipes on the front rank of the Mahud battle line here. We're just going to prioritise the Warriors of Minas Tirith and then work backwards into the Fountain Court. And needing 4s to hit. And that's about right. So half of them hit. Needing 6s to wound. And we do get the solitary wound there. So one of those Warriors of Minas Tirith has been slain. And we've got the next 6 down the line, and again are going to be prioritising Warriors of Minas Tirith where they can, even with the in the ways. And needing 4s to hit. Let's see how we do.
Ooh, no.
And again it's half of them hit, and these guys will need 6. So we do the first two needing 6s. So do you get them? Double 6, we'll take them both. You do get 1, and then your final 1 targeting the other Warriors of Minas Tirith. Not bad at all. So far it's 2 Mahud for 2 Warriors of Minas Tirith, but we do have 1 more shot left, which is going to be from the Mahud Chieftain down here. And once again, he's targeting the basic Gondorian infantry here. He will need a 3 to hit, is that correct?
Correct.
Correct. So here we go, needing a 3. Does he get it?
Oh, yeah.
Coming back to haunt you, Steve. Coming back from around the world to haunt you. So it hits. Can you see another one of those? You usually do. They usually happen. Here we go. Oh! Oh, what's this dice? Oh! Should have stuck with it. If you'd have rolled that one, go on, do it. If you'd have rolled that one, you would have done 6. I thought it was happening then.
2 points away.
So there we go. That was the Mahud shooting. So far it's 2 for 2. There will be no combats for the rest of this. So we're going to roll for turn 2. Priority now. Minas Tirith dice, of course, for Minas Tirith. And of course the priority is going to go to Minas Tirith for turn 2. So of course we need to roll to see if Denethor loses his mind. He's only got courage 4. What does he get here? Let's have a little bit of a look. Rolls and gets 9, so he's absolutely fine. So the Gondorians here, recognising the threat, not a good time to get priority to move first. They're just going to be moving up to block up some of the bottlenecks and to cover their flanks in the ruins out here before they get charged by, of course, the Mahud raiders. And now that the ruins are blocked off, the Gondorians led by Denethor are starting to march up towards the lines of the Mahud holding the ruins. Faramir is just going to move up, staying behind his troops there. Beregond, his Citadel Guard and the Rangers of Gondor are once again at stay where they are and watch how the battlefield unfolds. So that is it for Gondorian movement. We're going to come back with a movement of the Mahud. So the Norwegian is going to start things off with a charge here, in only the way that a Mahud raider knows how. He's going to charge that Warrior of Minas Tirith there at the front, and then of course, White's an Osgiliath veteran, he's going to use the rest of his charge to go round into the flank. And of course, the camels do have the impale special rule. So do you have to roll to hit with this, or is it an automatic strength?
Automatically a strength 4 hit.
So automatically a strength 4 hit, wow. So you need a 5 here to wound the Warrior of Minas Tirith. And it's a 1, so unfortunately it's unsuccessful. And this Mahud Raider is going to be coming round. He does avoid the control zone of one of the Fountain Court Guard, and he's been moving in to get into base contact with the Osgiliath Veteran and of course the Fountain Court Guard as well. So it's a strength 4 hit. Which one does that go on to?
You choose.
You choose. So you get to choose, and it's going to go onto the Osgilian Veteran here, so I need a 5 to kill, and it's a 2. So slightly better than the last one.
Steadily moving upwards.
Next Mahud Raider is going to be charging up into this Osgiliath Veteran there. And of course strength 4 hits. It's a 1. It's a 1. So not great rolling so far for the Mahud Raiders. And that Mahud Raider is just moving in onto that Osgiliath Veteran there. And of course, because of his wonderful special roll, we're going to roll to see that strength 4 hit now. And needing that 5.
Oh my god.
3 1s and a 2. Doing fantastic here, Andreas.
Wow.
I'm not complaining, Andreas.
Rolling like Steve. And the next Mahud is just going in and can just about get in on the Osgiliath Veteran there. So of course we do have the strength 4 hit to film. So here we go. 1 away. Closer, closer. And now the king is going to charge in on that Osgiliath Veteran over there. Here we go. So strength 4 hits. I was going to say, he of course will lead from the front, but another 1 means that the war camels haven't quite done it with their charges. Will they do better in combat? We'll have to wait and see. And Andreas is just going to move his blowpipes over here, halfway up towards the main thrust of combat coming from the warriors of Minas Tirith and the forces of Gondor. And there we go, that is our battlefield after movement. Let's come back with the shooting. So Gondor will start things off with shooting, and it is going to be the Rangers of Gondor who are going to be shooting at some of the rear rank of the Mahud, which are closest to them, on the Mahud right flank. So going for these 2 here, needing 3s to hit. Needing 3s to hit. Can you do better than last time? And all but 1 hit, which is good. So do they get past the first ranker, guys? So 2 don't. And 2 do. So the 2 that don't will need 6s to wound. No. The 2 that do need to get past another lot of inner ways, is that right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Do they get past the next lot? They do. So finally on these 2 guys back here needing 6s. And unfortunately the Rangers of Gondor don't do it. And the 2 guys back here survive. Next up is Beregond and the Citadel Guard doing exactly the same, firing further away just to avoid the inner way for the rock. I'm going for the inner ways of the guys in front. So needing 4s to hit these guys. Can Beregond and the Citadel Guard do it? So needing 4s, and you get 3 hits there, 3 hits. So with those 3 hits get past the first rank. 2 of them don't. So hitting the first rank, needing needing 5s, needing 5s, so strength 3. And 1 goes down. So guy at the front goes down. So the next one that did get through, does it get past the next guy? And it does. And needing the 5 to take out the final guy. And it doesn't. So the Gondorian shooting results in the death of 1 of the Mahud. There is no more Gondorian shooting across the field. So not fantastic shooting. We're going to come back with the shooting, the blowpipes of the Mahud. So here we go, we've got the 4 Mahud here on the end, and they're going to be firing their blowpipe, hoping to take Faramir off of his steed. There is a single in the way here for that lovely converted Fountain Court Guard. So you will need 5 on the bright red dice, and a 4 off of the dark red dice. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. So absolutely nothing. Not fantastic rolling there from the Mahud. We're going to come back with their next lot of shooting. Next up we're going to do the 3 Mahud here, who are going to be shooting at the warrior of Minas Tirith, who's in front of Denethor there. So we'll need a 4s to hit. 4s to hit, and we get a solitary hit here. Needing a 6 with that solitary hit. Can you do it? And he doesn't. Next 2 shooting at exactly the same target. Needing those 4s. 1 hits. Will it kill him on a 6?
Oh!
And it's
poison.
Oh, it is poison.
Oh,
it's poison. Oh, poison takes down. Those are the moments we look for. And the warrior of Minas Tirith has been slain, slumps against the rock.
The meat shield's gone.
He's turned green. So next three, normal Mahud here, not the chieftain, are going to be firing now at the Osgiliath veteran standing next to Denethor, slowly whittling away his bodyguard of troops. Here we go. So needing 4s, solitary hit.
Come on!
Oh, I wanted another 1 and poison moment, but unfortunately.
Mahud chieftain.
So the Mahud chieftain's going to do exactly the same. He stood there with his buddies. Does he get it on a 3 plus?
No, sorry, that Mahud chieftain doesn't have a blow pipe.
The Mahud chieftain doesn't have a blow pipe.
This one does, not that one.
So we're going to come back with the rest of shooting now. Here we go. So we've got the 6 Mahud here who are going to be shooting now, hoping for a cheeky wound on Baramir's horse. They are poor in the ways, poor in the ways. So here we go. Let's see. He's using Steve's own weapons against him. Now the red dice have moved, so they need 5s, and we need 4s on the green dice. But it doesn't matter. They'll all get 6s. No statistical. So you've got 2 hits. 2 hits. So, did they get past the first fountain court? No. Both hit him. So we'll need 6s by 4s here. 6s by 4s. It's alright, you've got this. Double 6s. Watch.
Oh!
No. Wow. The master of the dice, Steve.
Ting ting.
He asked them not to. And I believe that brings Mahud shooting to an end.
Yeah.
Is that right? So with that, there's nothing left to do but to go to the first combats of the game. At the start of the combat phase, the mighty Mahud King has chosen to call a heroic combat. So here we go. So we've got a fainting Osgiliath veteran here, supported by the Fountain Court Guard, versus yourself, who you've got the Mahud King, and you've also got the War Spear wielding Mahud Raider as well. So you are high fight value, Andreas. So do you want to roll, see if you get the 6? And that's a terrible, terrible roll. The Mahud King has rolled a 3 highest. Okay, so this is where Steve rolls a 6 on his. Oh no, they're not black. A 4.
I'll have to use a point of might.
So the Mahud King has used 2 points of might to win this combat. He has used 2 points of might.
He's out now.
Sorry?
Only has 2 points of might.
He only has 2, so he is now out of might. Okay, so unfortunately for the Osgiliath veteran, he will be knocked down. So do you want to do the first 4 strikes from the normal raider? Of course, his strength 3 or 4?
4.
Strength 4, but also has a war spear, yeah? So you will need 4s here. Is that right? Yep. So your strength 4 would need 5s, would need 4s because of the war spear.
Yeah.
And you nail it. So the Osgiliath veteran goes down, and the Mahud King and his raider get to continue their charges. So now that he's out of might, the Mahud King will not be going around doing the little journey he was going to do. He's going to keep himself a bit more protected, but he's going to charge in here on the Fountain Court Guard. And of course, it is a strength 4 hit, so we're going to stay in the clip. Does he wound him? Needing 6s. Unfortunately not. We're going to stay in clip because now the raider is going to come around and he's going to charge into this Fountain Court Guard. Again, strength 4 hit, so a 6 will wound and kill him. Oh, I saw a 6 briefly, but it hasn't happened. And with that, we need to carry on with the rest of the combats. So here we go. So we are going to be doing the Mahud Camel here. Steve's priority is chosen to do the Fountain Court Guard versus the Mahud Camel. So what are you going to be doing, Mr. Raider? Just you charge normal.
Yeah, with the war spear.
And you're going to shield with your 2 dice. Okay. So here we go. You get a 6 with the GBHL Patreon dice. And it's a 6 from the shielding Fountain Court. So because the Fountain Court is high fight value,
Yep.
the Mahud Raider backs away. So next up down here, unfortunately this Osgiliath veteran is out of range of Faramir, so he's only fighting 3, but he's going to shield anyway, he's not going to faint or anything. And of course we've got the charging Mahud Raider first of all. What's he get with his 2? He gets a 6 again. Okay, you get your 6 with your Fountain. Go! That is wonderful with his 2 dice. So we do have a roll of here now. It was Steve's priority.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to roll his own dice here. Here we go. So 1 to 3 is going to go to the Mahud. On a 4-6 it goes to Gondor. Why did you say come on? Oh shit. I wonder why Steve got excited. So it didn't go for Gondor. Knocked down anyway. So knocked down, needing 4s.
Yep. Ooh. Oh, just get him.
Just get him. So the Osgiliath veteran bites the dust. Next up we've got the charging Mahud Raider here versus the shielding Fountain Court. What does Andreas the Norwegian Viking roll for his Mahud?
Yes!
Double 1s, and you don't even need to do it on your high fight. So the Mahud Raider is going to back away.
Yeah.
And we go on to the next combat. Next up, another shielding vet. This time, is he within 6? It looks like he is. Looks like he's just in. We'll see anyway. Let's see what you roll first of all, Andreas. Norwegian.
Oh yeah.
You get a 6. Are you out or are you in?
I'll have to remeasure it. I'll roll first.
Does he get the 6 and cause problem? Oh, he doesn't. So he's going to be knocked down. And again, you'll need 4s because you're a strength 4. And you also have... Yeah, you do get it.
Oh yeah.
So another Osculate veteran perishes. Next up, Shielding Fountain Court Guard versus the Mahud Raider. Mahud Raider. Yes, it's 6 again.
Come on.
That dice is...
Stuart's inquiry into that dice.
in the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, and he takes it. So you're going to be knocked down.
James for those dice.
So you need 5s here. You've got 4 dice needing 5s because of course you've got your War Spear. Oh, and he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. But the Fountain Court Guard is going to lie down. We'll put a prone marker on him.
Yeah,
We don't do lie down models anymore.
There's only a car.
Oh, they're in the car. Sorry, just like that.
There we go.
They're in the car.
In the car. We do use them. Which means that there's 1 combat left and it is going to be the Mahud King. Mahud King versus Shielding Fountain Court Guard. Mahud King's going to roll first of all. He did charge in. He gets a 5 highest. A 6 here from the Fountain Court Guard. A 6. A 6, a 6, a 6. Yes!
Oh,
Double 6s! Double 6s. Smile at the Mahud King, who unfortunately his heroic combat wasn't very heroic in the end. And this is our battlefield of Gobel and Ancalimon. This is how it's looking as we go into turn 3. Let's roll for priority, chaps. Good luck. This is where you do want it, Steve.
Oh,
So 3. Oh! And it is of course going to go to the forces of Mahud. And before we roll for priority, here we go. Courage test for Denethor. And he loves it again. He loves it. It's because Boromir hasn't been slain yet. He's not gone mad.
True.
And at the start of the movement phase, Faramir over there. Faramir has called a heroic move. And he has been countered by the Mahud chieftain on the front line over here. We're going to roll off now. So as Andreas says, priority 1 to 3, it goes to the Mahud.
Oh!
For Gondor! For Gondor!
No!
For Gondor. Faramir takes it. And Faramir is going to lead the charge. He's going to charge. And he's going to get himself up over into that Mahud there. There we go. So that's Faramir's charge. And all of the warriors who could manage to charge in have done. So next up we have the heroic move of the Mahud chieftain down here. And this is the heroic move of Andreas. He's going to move up the Mahud chieftain there, getting himself in. And he's going to be shortly followed by the Mahud on foot here. And that is the battle raging on after the chieftain's heroic move. And it goes over to Andreas's normal move. And as you can see, he's charging in and around with his Mahud king coming to threaten Mr. Faramir. And the Mahud King issues the challenge, but on his way in, he's not fighting fair. He's got his Impale special rule, and then we're going to see whether that strength 4 hit comes on good. So Andreas is rolling the Impale on the horse first of all, needing 5s because it's an armoured horse. Oh, it's a 6. And then needing 6s on defence 7 Faramir.
Oh, no.
And he doesn't do it, but the challenge has been issued by the Mahud King. It'll be interesting to see how that combat goes. And Andreas finally moves this camel in, who's going to try and impale this warrior of Ministeria. Is it a vetch? No, it's a normal warrior.
Just a warrior, yeah.
Normal warrior here, so needing 5s to wound him. Oh, and it's close. Have we had any impale deaths so far, fellas?
No.
Nothing yet. But there we go. We've got 1 more camel, I believe. 2 more camels. One's going to come round and move in and charge in on this Fountain Court Guard. And he will need 6s. It's a 1, it's not good enough. And then the final camel is just going to move in and impale that Fountain Court. He can't get in. So there we go. Needing the 6.
Come on!
Oh. And we all want to see that impale rule pay off.
No, we all don't.
Apart from cool Steve. That is the main thrust of battle. Steve does have some movement left, of course, with Beregond's warband. So Beregond decided to stay put. He stayed exactly where he is, so that does mean we have moved on to the shooting phase, and Andreas is going to be bold with his Mahud blowpipe here. He's going to fire down at that Fountain Court Guard who is in combat with the Camel Raider just behind that rock there. So we'll be in the way, but first of all, you haven't moved, so you need 4s here to hit.
Oh yeah.
And you do manage to hit. Do you get past the rock? 4+.
No.
And it bounces off the rock.
Ching.
So unfortunately, he's unsuccessful with his shots. So the Rangers in this warband are going to be shooting first for Gondor, and they're just going to be prioritising those Mahud that are on the right flank. The Rangers haven't moved. They'll need 3s to hit. They're going to prioritise those first 2 at the front. 3s to hit. And all of them hit. All of them hit. So roll the first 2, needing 6s. That's 1. Roll your next 2, needing 6s. No. And next one, needing a 6. Hey! So 2 of the Mahud are taken from the field. So Baragon and the Citadel Guard, who are down this end, just to avoid an in the way for that cheeky tuft of grass there, they're going to be firing right across the field at the Mahud, who are down on this end. Okay, so needing 4s to hit. 4s to hit.
Zip.
And absolutely nothing. That's what happens when you overtalk things.
Yeah.
We've got 4 Citadel Guard left, who are just going to be firing and prioritising these guys here. So they do need 4s to hit. And we get 2 hits, and needing 5s to wound. Strength 3 versus defense 5, needing 5s.
Add them together.
Add them together. Wrong magic trick there. But a couple of Mahud have been taken down by shooting. But that is going to be it for shooting. So we're going to come to the interesting part. It's the combat phase. And at the start of the combat phase, Faramir, he's raising himself up to the challenge here, the Mahud King, and versus the leader of the Mahud, he is going to spend his next point of might to heroic strike. Okay, so we're going to start things off. Andreas, of course, is choosing the combats. He's going to be choosing to do the combats with all of those poor Minas Tirith warriors who are trapped. We've got a shielding fountain court here against some Mahud, of course. The guys in the front fainting. We know all these things. So we're going to roll, and sets the bar with a 3. The shielding fountain court gets... takes it on a 4.
Just makes it.
And the Mahud, unfortunately, are forced to back away. Okay, so we're going to go to this next combat here. Again, it's a shielding fountain court guard, nice and close to the banner there as well. Versus the Mahud chieftain with his supports. We've got the Mahud next to him who's going to faint. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the guys here. Mahud chieftain with the green dice.
Oh, come on!
It's an absolutely glorious roll. So Steve rolls his shielding dice, and he gets a 6.
Oh.
So unfortunately, the next 4 are going to get backed away. So we've got our next Viking attack here. We've got the Mahud on the end, and of course the appropriate guys are fainting. We've got support from Fountain Court, and we've also got support from Mahud Spear. Can you roll a little bit better this time, Andreas?
Yes.
And you do. That is a GBHL logo stamped. Nice and fancy. Here we go. How do you get on? And you do have a banner reroll. No pressure. Cool, Steve.
Come on.
He's shaking it.
Oh!
It's a lowly 2.
Awesome.
Okay, so unfortunately, you get backed away. Now,
Where's the redos dice?
you would have had to have a -1 on your supporting dice as well, because it's the banner. But
So fainting on the redos dice.
on the redos dice, wow. Famous dice, fainting here. Oh, it's not what you wanted, but you did win the combat there. So the Mahud battle line that has closed in has been battered away. We're going to go on to the next set of combats with the camels. So next combat here, we have got the Camel Raider who was charged. We've got Denethor who's going to be fainting. We've also got a Warrior of Minas Tirith who is also fainting. We've got Fountain Court, and we've got Fountain Court support. Okay, so here we go. The Fountain Court at the front will also faint because you've got a fight for support. You're going to roll, Andreas, your solitary dice.
No! Come on, I can't
And you
win.
lose. Okay, so unfortunately you back away here. Now you are defense 5?
Yeah.
Defense 5, so you need 5s all round here.
Denethor's strength 5.
Strength 4, so needing 5s, re-rolling 1s with Denethor. Denethor's going to try and do it. Doesn't do it. You've got...
2 more fainters and 1
2 more
So
faint-
re-rolling 1s
On
on
the white
white,
dice.
needing 5s.
Needing 5s again, yeah.
Yes.
And you do it. You didn't even have to re-roll your 1 faint now. So a Mahud Raider has bitten the dust, and that clears things up a little bit for Denethor's little posse here. Let's go into the next lot of combats now. So we're going to move on to the combats where the Raiders have been charged themselves. And the Fountain Court guy's going to go for it here. He's going to go for it, he's going to give it a go. So, the Raider rolls a 3. Oh! It's a 2 from the Fountain Court. Okay, so you've got a solitary dice here. You are strength 4, but you need a 6 here. You need a 6. Oh! It was close, but not close enough. The Fountain Court survives. So here we go, we are going to go for this combat here. We've got a fainting Osculia veteran supported by Fountain Court with a fainting charged war camel here. So here we go, you roll your song or dice, you get 3 again. And Steve is happy to see those numbers. Okay, so your fainting dice is going to be the red dice.
Yeah.
Then your 5s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s, re-rolling or no, only your front one, because you won't be fainting with the guy behind. And the camel survives.
Should have rolled my
So
own dice.
we'll be backing away. So here we go, we've got the charging war spear wielding raider here versus a shielding Fountain Court guard. Here we go. You get a 5, it's not bad. The shielding gets double 3, so he's going to be knocked down, and we'll need 5s here versus defense 7. 5s! Solitary 6 in there.
I don't want to see these guys go down.
No, it's an expensive loss there. And we're going to go straight on to the next one. Exactly the same situation, I'm guessing. So you roll your 2, and you get a 6. You set the bar high again. And there's no banner in there, there's no banner. Okay, so needing those 5s. And just do it again. Another Fountain Court bites the dust. We'll sweep straight on to the next one. So again, you're shielding, and we've got War Spear. Oh dear. You just take it there with your shield. So there we go. There's only one combat left, and of course that is going to be the epic showdown between the leader of the Mahud and Faramir, captain of Athelion. Of course, Faramir did heroic strike, so he's going to be a high fight value here. So let's see what Andreas sets the bar with. There's no might here for Andreas. Of course, both charged in. They don't get charge bonuses because they're both mounted. Oh no! It's a terrible situation. Now that puts you in an interesting situation. Are you going to go for the war camel, or are you going to go for him?
His defense is
6.
6.
So you need 5s on him. And
Is that with the lance?
which goes down to 4s.
So for him.
4s on him. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So you've got a fate roll to do, which you must pass. Now the most infuriating result for you here, Andreas, will of course be a 3, because you have no might. So whatever you do, don't roll a 3, because you feel terrible. I'm not building up for any reason at all. Other than, he busted just in the Mahud King survives somehow. He survived somehow.
That way?
Yeah, just moving back. That's fine.
I'll put you nice.
That's fine, so there we go. So the Mahud King survives, and that is us after combat. It's been a very interesting round. Let's roll for the next turn priority. Could be an all-important round.
Come on.
Andreas sets the bar with a 2. But it's a 2 there, and that does mean it goes to Gondor. So of course, before anything, we need to roll to see whether Denethor loses his mind. Anything but a double 1, Steve. That could have ruined everything.
It still fails by 1.
Of course, the chieftain here has called a heroic move of his last point, is that right? Okay, and Faramir has, perhaps controversially, comment below, what do you think? He's decided to save his. We don't know why he might be saving his, but he's decided to save his. Now that heroic move does get these 2 raiders in here, so let's consider that. So we are going to go into Andreas and his Mahud's movement. So of course, this is the key bit. This is where Steve regrets not doing his heroic move, because the Mahud raider charges in. It's going to be a strength 4 here. Are you going to go for the horse first or for him?
Horse first.
Horse first. So strength 4 on the horse. It's a armoured horse. Needing 5! Oh!
No.
It's not what you wanted. Steve is the happiest man alive right now. Happiest man in Middle Earth. Here we go. So on himself, you would have needed a 6.
Yeah.
But importantly, Faramir is pinned down, so no lance bonus for him. We're going to carry on with the rest of the heroic move now. Here we go. Next raider is moving in. He's going into the 2 of them here. So there's a strength 4 hit. Is it strength 4 in it on both of them?
No, just the 1.
Just the 1. So here we go. So strength 4 hit on that Fountain Court. He's got a shield, so you will need a 6 here. 6! Oh. It's not a 6. Impale hasn't done its job in this game so far. Let's see what happens now. And that's the end of Andreas's heroic move. We're on to Gondor movements. So it's gone back over to Andreas at this point, and as you can see, Mahud Camel is charging in. And this is on Denethor, so needing a 5 on Denethor. Denethor's only got 2 wounds. It's a 4. Impale. Impale is such an important rule in the game, it comes up all the time. As you can see, when it does come up, it's really, really good. No, it is actually really good. We're just taking it away, it is really good. So there we go, I believe that's the end of movement. We're going to come back with shooting.
Oh,
It is the shooting phase, and Steve's going to start things off. The Rangers of Gondor firing at some of those Mahud supports over there. Will it be successful? Prioritising from right to left, needing 3s to hit. Will Steve be rewarded for keeping such a large part of his force back? We shall see. So there are 3 hits, and you will need 6s hit because they're defense 5, they've got shields. 3 6s.
Oh, that's poor.
Not a single one. The Rangers don't do it. Will the Citadel Guard manage it now? Beragond and the other guys, the other Citadel Guard, are also going to do exactly the same. So we're going to do the Citadel Guard first. Okay, they need 4s to hit. And nothing hits. That's not a good roll. And then Beragond, don't worry, Beragond will do it. 3+ to hit.
Where's the hashtag bush noise?
Oh my.
Gandalf the White says no. If anybody gets the reference. So there we go. Unfortunately, the shooting of Gondor is justified keeping them back in this game of hold ground. So we are going to go into the combat phase. Faramir is going for it. He's using his last point of might to call a heroic combat, assisted by a Founding Court Guard. He's going to try and take down this Mahud raider, and his eyes are solely on where his jewel was before. He wants that Mahud king. Here we go, it's the combat. So Andreas here, he is using his war spit, and he's going to roll. What does he set the bar with? With his solitary dice, he's going to set the bar with
GBHL 6!
That's how it's done! That's how it's done. Okay, so you're of course fainting with Faramir, and you're using the fight 4 from the warrior here. Faramir has got no might. You need a 6 here. Good luck.
Come on.
No! The nerves! The nerves came through the hands there. I could see it. You went slightly a whiter shade of pale.
I can't believe it.
So wow. So I'm guessing you're going for the horse.
And the he's knocked down.
Yeah, you charge.
Yeah, you charge. So he's not down. Are you going for him, or are you going to go for this horse?
5+ for the horse.
Give me 4s for the horse.
4s for the horse. 5 for the rider. No, it would be 6. 5 for the rider.
Defense 7.
Yeah, strength 4.
5s versus that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Horse.
Horse makes sense.
Yeah.
Needing a 4.
Oh, God! Yes!
That didn't mean anything to either of these guys. But Faramir's plans have failed. And we're going to go into the rest of the. Here we go. So we're going to start off with Steve's game of shielding Founding Court Guard versus, of course, the fainting Mahud at the front, and supported, and gets a 4 highest.
Oh, come on!
So you're in range of the banner there.
Maybe you have a banner.
I think you are in range of the banner there.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Just. Okay, so there we go. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, so you're re-rolling ones on which colour dice? Re-rolling ones
purple one.
On the purple dice. Here we go. Need 6s.
Oh!
That's a 6.
Yeah, that's a 6.
What the hell is
That's
that?
a unicorn.
Oh yeah. It doesn't make sense if you look at it that way. Brilliant. So there we go. A Founding Court dies and 8 more, and Gondor is broken. Exactly the same again. Next along. What's going on? It's not great, but it's okay. Double 2s here.
6.
Double 6s, like a pro. We've been keeping them ones. That pocket.
We did that 2 turns ago.
But you won the fight. Well, we're going to go straight on to the next one here. Okay. Is that right? Is that the one we're going to do next?
This one, because it can back off.
So you're going to do that one there, okay?
So yeah, he's going to shield against your 2.
Shielding against your 2, and of course you've got fainting when you go in front. Of
course.
So here we go.
Oh yeah! Double 6.
Bar with a double 6. It's strong, but you don't mind.
Reroll.
Oh, reroll with the banner.
Come on!
It's all on this. Don't you? You didn't believe in it, Steve. Okay. So trapped.
Well, he's trapped yet. He can't get up.
Yep. So
Okay.
trapped. So you got double strikes. You get re-rolling ones on the green dice.
Yeah.
Re-rolling ones on the green dice.
Needing 5s.
Strength 4. Wow. Smashed him.
Wow.
Wow. Gone down. So there we go. That's that combat. We're going to come back with the next one. Next up, we've got 4 savage Mahud raiders, 2 at the front fainting against the shielding Founding Court.
One of them's a thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them's the chieftain, isn't he?
Yeah,
Okay.
only faint for the normal one, so it's hard to
Yep.
fight.
Of course. So faint with a normal one. Here we go. You get a 6, and you
Need the 6.
need the 6 here to match the 5 value. Gets it. Okay, so whose priority was it? Was it yours, Steve?
Yeah.
On a 1 to 3, this goes to Andreas. On a 4 to 6, it goes for Gondor. Yes! Gondor! There we go. So you do back him away. And that gives us a chance to go to the next combat. Next up, we got the helmetless shielding Fountain Court guard here versus the 2 Mahud fainting with the guy in front, of course. Rolls a 6. It's good. Steve needs it. There's a banner reroll. Oh, it's poor. Banner's not done anything here. So you are not trapped because he can back out the way with stuff. And he goes that way. Good. Okay, so here we go.
Faint on the white dice.
Faint on the white dice, needing 6s. Oh no. So he does survive. And that means we go on to the banner.
No, I'm saving the banner.
Oh, you're saving the banner. Yeah. So here we go, we've got Denethor next. Denethor is going to try and save one of the Fountain Court here from being trapped versus a charging Mahud Camel. So the Mahud Camel charges in with his war spears. Gets 3. Denethor gets 3 and takes it on fight value. Takes it on fight value. Now Denethor is strength 4, so you will need 5s against the Rider. Here we go. So you need 5s. And you do it with a 6. So the Raider goes down. And that really does 3 things up for the rest of the combats. Fountain Court Guard versus Mahud here. Both going for it.
Yep.
Yep, and you might as well fake because you're low fight value.
thanks.
So here we go. You get a 2. It's wonderful. I was expecting a 1 there with your rolling.
I was.
Steve. Okay, so here we go, Steve. Can you take him out on a 5? You do. It's not good enough. It's only a 2. Here we go. So we have got the banner who is shielding versus 2 fainting Mahud. And then we've also got the spear support.
One fainting. One's a chieftain.
And one's a chieftain.
With might.
With might. Oh wow. So what colour dice is the might dice?
Green.
Green. Green and the might dice. So here we go.
Yeah.
Gets the 6s. Gets the 6s. So nothing that the banner can do there. So the banner backs away. He can do because the guys behind can make way. Okay. So the banner has got a shield as well.
Yes.
So defense 7. So your normal guys. You need 6s.
I'll do the normal guys first.
So normal guys, need the 6s. No. And this one will need 5s.
Yeah, because it's
5s because he's strength 5. So strength 5 chieftain here. Oh no!
You can
Pass it. Yeah.
pass it. It's not worth the point of might.
Not worth the point of might.
No.
And here endeth the combats in this model here. Let's move over to the camel fights across the field. We're moving on to this charging Mahud Raider with his war spear. He charges in and he gets a mighty 5. Of course, Gondor is shielding again. So here we go. Gets a 1 and a 3. And definitely not in banner range here. So you are knocked down, needing 5s. And he smashes him. So another expensive Fountain Court guard bites the dust. Here we go. So we've got a warrior ministerial who is fighting against the charging camel rider here who gets a 4. You're shielding, of course.
Yeah.
Here we go. And you get a 5. And you do take that. So the Raider has to back away. Here we go. So it's all going on. We are going to... This Osculia vet fancies himself. He's going to go for it. He's going to faint, of course, versus the Mahud King and the Camel. Now, he charged them, and we're going to roll Steve's first. What do you set the bar at? It's a 6! Yes! I called it! And this is where the Mahud King rolls a 5 and spoils all of your dreams. Here we go! Up! Yeah! Now, we know where the strike is going. The Osculia veteran has his chance. The Mahud King is out of fate and down to 1 wound. 1 wound. Your defense 6. So a 6 here.
Come on, different dice.
6 here. A 6 here will kill the leader of the Mahud. And surely send him into disarray!
Oh!
1. You fainted! The drama! You fainted! Here we go! It's time! Oh! That would have been one of the best moments in a battle report ever for a strategy battle game. That does bring the combat phase to a very, very fun end. So Steve and his Gondor aren't a million miles away from breaking. Both have got no idea what's going on with the objective. Steve's currently in the lead. Because he does have a wound on the Mahud King. But let's see how it goes going into next turn priority. Good luck, fellas.
That would have been
Let's see what happens. The Battle of Gobel and Ancalimon. Hopefully pronouncing that right. I'm sure some Tolkien nerd out there is going, what the hell? Oh, it's a 3. It's not good. Andreas! It's cocked! It's cocked! No! It's cocked! Yes! The Gondor. So before everything, we need to roll for priority. So, no 1 and a 1, or no 1 and a 2 here. And you make it. And of course, Andreas is going to be using a point of might with this chieftain over here. We will have 1 left. I believe that's the last point of might on the board. After that, he's going to call a heroic move. So Andreas has started his heroic move. Part of that, this war camel here is going to be charging that Oscilian veteran. Does he impale him? Needs a 5 to wound him. Would it be the first one?
Oh yeah!
It is. And an Oscilian veteran bites us. It's not like a throwing spear though, so he doesn't get to carry on his movement. Should we go straight into the next one you're going to do?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm guessing he's going to move in. On Faramir.
Oh.
Okay. So, on his horse, I'm guessing first of all, needing 5s. Oh no!
Oh dear.
Horse is finally dead.
Okay, so Throne Rider. And you roll a 5, so you're fine. Now on Faramir himself, needing the 6.
Come on! Oh
Not good enough. But he is now down there on his bum. And we're going to go into the next impale. Do you know where you're going?
no. Yeah. Just going to both Denthor and there.
Denthor and that guy, and he's going to do it on Denthor, I'm guessing, with a lower defense.
Yeah, we've
needing
got
5s.
also Denthor's coverage. Although,
We'll do that in a second.
Yeah.
Here we go.
do it on Denthor anyway. No.
No, unfortunately not. So we're going to come back with the rest of those charges in a second. Finally, the bow contingent from Gondor started moving up towards the objective. Some of them only half though, I think. All of half, so that they can try and get some shots on the supports of the mud over here. You can see that it looks pretty desperate for Denethor and his men there in the middle, but will they come through? We shall see. It was always going to be the case that Faramir's horse was going to get slain by an impale at some point during this battle. The Mahud King has charged in now on this Fountain Court guard on the floor, so we do need to do his impale. So a 6 will kill.
Oh, no.
And it's a 2, and unfortunately it doesn't happen. We've got another impale coming here, so we're going to bring the camera back round. He's going to come round, and he's going to go into that one there. So again, this time it will be a 5. So a 5. Let's take him out. It's close, but no cigar. And with that, I think that all of the movement has been done. So we're going to go to the shooting phase. Here we go. So we've got the Rangers over here. They're going to be prioritising a couple of the Mahud supports over on that right flank. So they have moved. So 4s to hit. And there we go. So you got 2 hits. And you only 6s to wound because of the shield. So 6s.
No.
And nothing. So what's Citadel Guard doing exactly the same? Some of them down this far end do have the option to get round without in the ways on some of the Mahud supports over on the left flank. So these guys have moved, so it is 5s. It is 5s. Can you roll well here? You get 1, a solitary 1, and you will need an additional 5 here to wound. Will you do it, Steve? And you don't. So the Mahud remain how many more to break?
9.
Another 9. So there we go. That's it after Gondor shooting. I'm not sure if there's any shooting for the Mahud, so we're going to go to the combat phase. So it's Steve's priority, and he's calling shield with the Fountain Court on the floor. We've got the Mahud King there, of course. Let's see what Andreas gets. Of course, fainting where appropriate. And you, of course, do get the 6 there. Okay, so you are strength 5. You got a war spear there as well. So you would have needed 5s, but you now need 4s with him. So 4s with the Mahud King. Yeah, and you do get it. So plenty of 5s there, and a Fountain Court bites the dust. Another shielding warrior of Minas Tirith here versus the charging. 2 charging, both charging here with the war spears. What do they get? They set the bar at 5. It's going to be a 6 here for the warriors of Minas Tirith. It's only 4, and there's no banner in range. So unfortunately, he is knocked down. That does mean that there's going to be a hell of a lot of dice here. They are strength 4 normally, so they would need 5s. So it's now down to 4s. And he's well dead. So unfortunately, the warrior Minas Tirith goes down, and Gondor gets ever closer to breaking. We head over to the main scrum where a shielding Fountain Court guard is taking on 4 of the Mahud, 2 in the front fainting, of course. Here we go. So the Mahud are low fight though. Let's see what they set the bar at. They're going to roll a 5 highest. 5. And you do get the 5 there behind the rune. So you do beat them back, and you survive and live to fight another day. So on to the next combat. We've got the Chieftain, and then we've got a fainting Mahud warrior versus a fainting Fountain Court and his support. So here we go. It's matching here, and you do get the 6. But Gondor also gets the 6. Okay, so it is a roll-off. Steve, it was your priority. A 1 to 3 to the evil Mahud. 4 to 6 for the forces of Gondor. Yes!
Come on!
And it goes to Gondor. It does go to Gondor. Now, who will Gondor be strong? Now, remember, you were fainting.
Yeah, I'll just borrow that one, Andres.
You were fainting. So you are going to use your... You need 5s here.
On both of them.
No,
6 is on the chieftain.
Right, on the normal dudes, both of them. Re-rolling ones.
You want to just do one at a time? One at a time, so do the normal one, the spear support.
Yeah, do spear support on the on
Needing 5s.
needing 5s.
Nails it. So he's going to go down, and then needing 6s, re-rolling ones on this one. Oh, so very close, very close. Long way round. So here we go. He does back away, but at least that's another casualty. Here we go. So the Founding Court, he's going to try and do a bit of a brave effort here versus the Chieftain, Camel, and a couple of Mahud. Everybody who needs to faint will faint, of course. But the Founding Court is going to shield here. Okay, so Founding Court, he's going to set the bar. Matching point values here. He sets the bar with a 6. It's good. It's good. Okay, so you need a 6 here. Chieftain is 5-4. You do get a 6. You do get the 6. Okay. So will Steve win another roll off? And if he does, it will start reminding me of other certain battle reports in days gone past.
Come on.
1 to 3 for the Mahud, but 4 to 6 for the forces of good. He goes to evil. So here we go. So trapped, knocked down, all kinds of stuff. Let's do the charging camel first.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is strength 4, so he would need 6s, but it's 5s because of the war spear. Basically the lance, and that absolutely smashed him. As you can see, the red GBHL dice doing a grand job there. Now that Fountain Court took it for the team, Denethor is just up against 2 here. I know it doesn't look like they're in contact, but they were. So here we go. Now you are a higher fight value, Steve, but let's see what Andreas rolls first here. So if anybody go in front, you get a 4 highest. Denethor gets...
Oh, banner.
3 highest.
Has to go for the banner. Single dice roll. Nails it with a 6. Teased. Okay, now he's strength 4. Against defense 5, he will need 5s here. Needing 5s, and he does it. So 1 more chipped away for the Mudhood, who are getting ever closer to breaking point. Gondor are 3 away.
Let's do the banner because he's not doing anything now.
So we've got the banner now. Banner.
Shielding against 2.
You're shielding, okay.
Fainting front.
You get 6.
No, I get 5.
So you can match it with a 6. You don't, you roll on yourself, re-roll on yourself, needing a 6. Doesn't do it. Okay, so will you kill the banner? And the banner will have to get passed on at this point.
Oh, you have to move Denethor. Otherwise he'll be trapped in a way.
He's what? I can move him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And move him there.
Yep, so here we go. So you will need 6s here.
Come on!
Yep.
Yeah!
And you do get it.
So he'll pass the banner.
Pass the banner to him. Makes absolute sense. The banner is passed on, and that leaves us with just 1 more combat, which is the epic one. We've got Faramir versus... It's the epic combat. We've got, of course, fainting Mahud warriors. We've also got a charging Mahud raider with his war spear on Faramir, who is going to go for it. Gondor cannot be broken this time. So here we go. Let's see what happens. You roll and you do get a 6. You set the bar reasonably high.
Somebody needs him.
So here we go. But so does Faramir!
No!
So does Faramir. Wow. So you will need 5s all round. I'm guessing you're going to go for
The dude on the camel, yeah.
camel first as a priority, and then rotate him round. So needing 5s, and he does it. The camel raider goes down. So Faramir does his job there. The Mahud are ever closer to breaking. Can Gondor hold up here for the relief force, who've done loads this game, to get there in time? We shall see. Before we roll priority, we need to see if Denethor loses his mind. So here we go. Does he lose his mind? He doesn't. He's fine. He's fine. Rolling for priority. Good luck. It's a 4. It's not bad. Steve with his dice gets a 1, and priority is going to go to the Mahud.
That's not good.
So the Mahud have mostly moved, as you can see. Some of them retreated back here to the centre, recognising that the objective was looking a little bit vulnerable. Gondor coming up. As you can see, Denethor and his final bodyguard have been swamped by the vicious Mahud here. Will he survive? We'll have to see. We're coming back in because it is Faramir's turn to feel the pain, perhaps. So we've got some Mahud raiders coming in, and we're going to start things off. Is that the king?
Yeah.
The king's going to try and take him down. The king's going to go in and he's going to charge in, and we're going to see if his impale works. So he's going to charge in, he can come around the back, of course, and go in like so. It's a strength 4 hit, so we'll need a 6 against his defense 7. Doesn't do it, he's got no might. The next one charges in, comes round, gets nice and snug round. You should be able to get 4 in if we do it properly. Of course, it doesn't get him. The next one comes round, and here we go.
No.
Doesn't get him. So no cheeky wounds there at all. And he's going to charge in on Denethor. The tusk going nicely there. So on Denethor, you will need 5s. Oh, I saw it for a second.
1 kill.
That's the end of Mahud movement. There's only Gondor left to go. Gobel and Ancalimon after movement. We're coming back with shooting. And there will be some shooting. I believe that Andreas has moved all of his Mahud full. So it will be the shooting of Gondor. We've got the 3 ranges of Gondor here. They're going to prioritise one of the supports, but then there, of course, is that lone Mahud warrior there. So they have moved, so they need 4s to hit. And there is a solitary 4 there, okay? So to kill him, you will need a 6. Defense 5.
Come on.
Tree of Gondor! Tree of Gondor! Oh. No, that's not a Tree of Gondor. And that's it for your shooting, isn't it?
That's it.
Everything else has moved fully, so let's come back with the combat phase. Going to start things off with the shielding banner here, and that banner is going to be up against a fainting, no, that's a chieftain, isn't it? You're not fainting with him, so fainting, and then support there. Okay, so what do you set the bar at? You set it at a wonderful 6. You can't do it?
No.
Okay, so of course we'll be trapped. So start off with your 2 fainting, do your 2 fainting first.
Oh, yeah, 2 fainting.
2 fainting dice. Needing 6 is re-rolling 1s, re-roll the 1s.
Oh, cheeky one.
And he does. 1 off breaking, we're going to go into the next combat. So Andreas, which way would you like to split things?
So I'll take these 3 against the banner.
Those 3 against the banner. Okay, do you want to roll your banner first? Banner shielding, of course.
Yeah.
Here we go, you set the bar at a mighty 5.
Oh.
It's a GBHL 6, so you do it.
But it's not trapped.
He's not trapped though. Okay, you would have fainted the guys in front, so if you want to roll those 2 first. Here we go. Reroll the 1, needing the 6. No. And then the support, needing the 6. Oh, it's up the table!
No!
Oh, the banner survives, so he's going to back away. Next up, we've got the 2 versus the shielding fountain court. One of which will be faint, or both will faint, I'm guessing. Here we go, you get a 6. So here we go, what do you get? You get the 6, back him away. No, you don't. And there is a banner reroll though. You saved that banner for a reason. This was the reason, this was the moment. It's always nice when it happens though. People don't even remember it when it happens.
And he should be well trapped though.
Yeah.
He is pretty well trapped, okay? So they were both fainting, so low fight value, but they don't need to. A 6 will kill him, and that breaks.
Yeah.
That breaks Gondor. Gondor is now broken. We're going to go into the next combat now. Can the leaders of Gondor, can they lead by example? Can they lead by example? We've got Denethor here versus the charging Mahud Raider. We're going to go over to Mahud Raider first, because Mahud Raider has to set the bar, okay? Sets the bar with 5. It's pretty good, but your 5 value 5. You go for it with your 2.
Oh!
Yes!
And you nail it. You absolutely nail it. So your strength 4, so you will need 5s to kill him.
Yes.
No! And you do it. And Mahud Raider goes down. The Mahud aren't a million miles away from breaking either. Can Faramir even things up? But forces of Gondor will be back, and we'll see now. So this is probably either going to lead to the death of Faramir or the death of the Mahud King. It's an epic boss fight. Everybody loves an epic boss fight. Let's see what happens, because the odds are against Faramir here. Yeah. So let's see what goes on. So lots of charging dice there from Mahud and his buddies, and not a 6. No! This is Faramir's chance. Can Faramir do it? Oh! Double 1s. Double 1s are not a thing he can do about it. So okay. Do you want to see if the Mahud King can take him out himself? First of all.
Oh, that's bad.
So you got 2 fate and 2 wounds. Okay. Mahud King was 3 attacks on the charge. So 6 dice in total. You're gonna roll his first. You are strength 5, so you would need 5s, but you got your war spear, so you need 4s.
Wow.
Okay. 4 4s will kill him outright.
Oh, 5!
He's dead.
5 4s, and the Mahud King has slain Faramir, captain of the Athelian. Well, he's not the leader of the Gondor force actually, because it was Denethor that was the leader of the Gondor force. But Faramir, the mightiest hero in this Gondor force, has been slain.
I'm in trouble.
and yet broken and big hero down. It's not looking good for Gondor. Can Beregond and his absentees, can they bring it back? Before we go for next turn priority, we need to see if Denethor does one. Okay? Does he do one? No, he loves it. He sticks around. So we do need to roll for priority now. Rolling for priority. The Mahud is 6 away from breaking.
Oh no!
Oh, it's 1. The Ranger did an epic job there.
Kicked it.
So he's going to go to Gondor. Here's how it's looking after most of our movement now. Of course, the Gondor force. The Gondor force have got bodyguard. Most of them. Of course, there are some rangers. Now, Beregond moved up to protect a couple of rangers, but there are a couple of rangers that need to take their courage tests. Ranger of Gondor, only courage 3. Let's see what they can get. Guy at the front, on his knee. What happens? He legs it. He's gone. Okay, and next one. Courage 3. He really legs it. He legs it even faster. Damn. So there we go. This is our board. Remember, the game could end at the end of this turn, but there will be some shooting. So we're going to come back with that now. So of course Andreas does get to move in a game of strategy battle game, and he has moved most of his stuff now, but he's coming in for the camel charges on the banner. Camel charges on the banner here. So do you get the impale? Okay. You do need a 6 for this first guy. Do you do it? No. The next guy, is he gonna do it? Come on, it's fun.
Oh, God. I can't get into it. No.
No. So he's coming round. He's gonna do it. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's what everybody wanted to see. 6.
No. That means the king doesn't get in.
The king doesn't get in. The king brings himself round. Keeps himself out a bit. It's interesting. And there we go. Now we can go into some Gondor shooting. Steve is going to start things off with his 3 Rangers of Gondor here, who are shooting at the Mahud supports back there. So you will need. You have moved.
Yep.
So 4's here, and you get 1. So that's all you need. Because now you're going to roll a 6 and wound it. There you go. You don't. It doesn't happen. So it's Beregond's turn, and he's going to do the same.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to do the same here. Okay, so needing a 4 to hit, as he has moved, and you roll a 1.
Come on!
It was really worth moving 5 inches.
Did not work.
Really worth movement. You lost 2 Rangers of Gondor
Yep.
for the sake of a shot that missed. But there we go. So we do have some Andreas shooting here now, and Andreas has got lots of blowpipes. Now there's no might over here, is there? Is there might?
Yeah, but he's moved too far.
He's moved too far. Okay, so we're going to do some shots. Are you just going to work your way backwards? Is that the goal?
Oh, it's the wrong one. This one hasn't got a blood pipe, so it's just 6 normal guys.
The 6 normal guys, just fighting into the fountain court here.
Yeah,
okay.
so,
Not fountain court, sorry. Sit like that. You haven't moved with these guys, so you need 4s. You get 3, which is statistical. Or probable, as Mr. Harrison would like. Right, here we go. So their defense 5 and your blowpipe is strength
2.
2. So here we go. You need 6s.
Oh.
And none. No blowpipe hits. There aren't many combats in this, and we're going to go straight into them now. It was Steve's priority. What are you going to go for? Denethor. So Denethor's going to go first here. Denethor's got his 2 attacks. He's not going to roll. We've got, of course, fainting Mahud, and we've got support and the like. What did the Mahud set him as a mighty 5 highest. Can he do the catching up? Can Denethor get it? Does. Okay, now Denethor will need 5s. 2 5s will get those Mahud close to the breaking point. That's going to be quite important if you can do this. Will there be a swing?
No.
There isn't. There won't be. There won't be. So one more combat here. We've of course got the 2 charging camels. Let's roll the banner first. Shielding banner gets a 5, which becomes a 4. Can you beat that? You do. Just. Okay, so there we go.
Did you get 6?
He did, yeah. He got the 6 there. So here we go. It would be 5s. No, it wouldn't. Sorry, it would be 6s. It becomes 5s. And yes, you do. So the banner finally goes down, and that is our table. Gobel and Ancalimon. There's been much slaughter. Does the game end? Steve, you are going to take the honours. On a 1 or a 2, the game will end.
Carries on.
The game continues. Does Denethor lose his mind? 2 dice. No, he sticks around. So now we've got priority. Who's it going to go to? Steve roll.
6.
It's fine.
No.
1. 6, and it is going to go to Gondor. And Andreas is using his last point of might to call a heroic move with the Mahud chieftain on the end there. So the Mahud called their heroic move in order to form a nice battle line exactly 6 inches away from the objective, and also have managed to charge in against Denethor over there. So Denethor won't have to take a courage test to see whether he sticks around. And Baragon, of course, bodyguarded to Denethor, and as are the Citadel Guard. And as long as Steve does things in the right order here, the Rangers should pass as well. So let's see what Steve does with his movement. So Steve has moved in with his Citadel Guard, and there's one Ranger that's managed to get in as well. In the meantime, these guys have stayed completely still, including Baragon even. So we're coming in now because it's the time for the camels to march and charge, and we are going to have some impale action. Or will we? We shall see. So this camel, what does he get? Let's see!
No!
Nope. The next one on Denethor, the leader of Gondor. No. So that's it. Nothing else going to be able to get on him. The Mahud King moves round and gets himself into that Citadel Guard. So you will need a 5. Here we go. Impale's awesome. There we go. So those are the battle lines after they have clashed. There will be some shooting. We'll come back with that straight away. Gondor shooting. They've got a slim chance of getting back into this. Can they do it? We've got this Ranger here. He's shooting at the Mahud support back there that's going on Denethor. He's moved this one, so I need a 4. And he doesn't do it. The next one, who has not moved, needs a 3. He does it, wrong way round. Okay, needing a 6. Take him out. No. And is Baragon doing the same?
Yeah, he's not moved. So it's
Baragon, so needing 3s.
Oh,
Gets it.
come on. Oh.
Doesn't do it. Baragon's shooting doesn't do it. There we go. Battle lines have clashed. We've got a shot here from the Mahud blowpipe there. Now we will have the inner way for the support, then the statue. And he has moved, so needing a 5 here. Does he hit? He does on the 6. Does he get past the supporting ranger? He does. Does he get past the statue?
No!
Off the statue. And we're going to go on to the combat phase. It was Steve's priority, and we're going to start things off with the Citadel Guard over here versus that Mahud warrior. Okay, so both are fighting, and you are fainting because you're low fight value, correct?
I'm shielding.
Oh, you're going to shield, okay. Ooh. Shielding Mahud, what does he get?
No!
Oh, it's a wonderful roll! You take another 5, okay. Your strength 3 versus defense 5, you will need a 5 here to whittle him down.
Yes, come on.
Does the fight back begin? How many more, Andreas? 5 more? 5 more, we think.
12. 5 or 6 more, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we think there's 5 more here. So we're moving along the line. We've got the next one. You're going to feint with your dude in front. And you're going to feint with your guy in front. Andreas sets the bar with a 6, but it doesn't matter because Steve.
Yes!
Six and takes it. So if you're going to go in front, you'll need different coloured dice. You're going to use the GBHL red dice, re-rolling 1s. You will need 5s.
Oh.
Wrong way round, wrong way round. You don't get the kill. We move along the battle line to the next one. Exactly the same detail. What do you get? You roll a 5 higher. Steve gets a... Oh, it's off the table. 5. You take it on fight value.
No.
So again, re-rolling 1s on the red dice, needing 5s.
Oh.
Worst result. Along the line, we need to be getting these kills really. Now we've got a chieftain.
Yes. What fight value is chieftain?
4.
Do you want fight?
Yep, so here we go. You
it's a 6.
get the 6. Single Citadel Guard draws it. No, he doesn't. Okay, so chieftain strength 5. Okay, so you will need 4s on your chieftain going in. And no, it's the 3 highest. On we go. Oh, there's no death. No death. We move along here. We've got the Mahud King. Oh, if you lose this with the Mahud. Right, so let's see you. You're fainting. Fainting. Let's have a little look. So set the bar. If you get 6 here, then it's worrying for the Mahud King.
Oh, it's poor. It's poor.
I think he might. Oh, see, you could have done it. You choked, Steve. You choked. Okay, so here we go. Rolling that twice. Needing 4s.
Strength 5, defense 5, plus 1 for charging.
Oh yes, I need it. Yes. Oh yeah. Splat. There we go. So can Andreas finally say Denethor? Denethor's going to roll second because he's got high fight value. That's the way that we do these things. So War Spears are going in. We've got a couple of Fainting Mahud, and we've also got the support. So what do you set the bar right here? Should be a 6 surely. Yeah, no! Denethor!
Come on, lads.
Oh no! You get a 4, it was a 5 as well, so this could be the end. Let's do your double strikes, okay? So, charging your strength 4, you would need 5s, you need 4s on these guys. You've only got 2 wounds here to slay the leader of the Gondor force. And yes, you do it. Denethor has gone down. And that's our turn. That was a nice long clip for you there, guys. Okay, we do need to see if the game ends. Does the game end?
Oh no!
It doesn't end. This is a chance maybe for Andreas to table.
Bodyguard is gone.
Okay, bodyguard is gone, so priority. Okay, here we go. Priority, Andreas gets a 2.
Oh, come on.
And you get a 4, it goes to you. There will be courage test, I'm going to stay in the clip.
Baragons.
Baragon, courage 3.
Courage 3.
And he's got 1 will.
1 will.
Loves it, and I'm guessing where he goes will keep everybody in, so we'll come back after movement phase. So Baragon moved up less than half, just to make sure that he, that once he'd passed his courage test, that everybody was in. You see that some of the Citadel Guard moved up. The Rangers didn't move at all. They're looking to get some cheeky shots in. As you can see, some of those Citadel Guard have already been countercharged, but the Mahud King has been pinned down. We're coming in now, but because that countercharge, there will be an impale. Will it do something? It needs a 4 on a Ranger of Gondor. And the Ranger of Gondor goes down, and finally an impale. Okay, so we'll come back with the next one, which I'm guessing you're going to charge in with an impale round, coming around, yeah, onto that one. Good, gets in. Okay, needing a 5. Now they come good. Now they come good. Gondor will be forced to fight their fight at Osgiliath, just like how it actually happens. Although I'm not sure this actually happens. But it sounds good, the fluff sounds good, and as you can see everything is charged in round there. We've got another one coming in to support. And that's it, and that's it, isn't it? He moves round and he's going to support there. Brilliant, so we do have some shooting. We're going to keep the clip going because we're in here, they're going to shoot. Yep, and there's no in the way, nope. Okay, so needing 3s. 2 hits. Do they hit the camel or do they hit the rider? Both on the camel, not what you wanted. And that kills the camel. So throwing rider, you roll a 1. No, you roll a 2. So he's going to be dismounted. There we go.
Baragons.
And Baragon's got his shot. Is he going to shoot the same guy?
Just shoots down the target, yeah. Oh, yeah, because he's in the way. Yeah, shoot him.
Yep. Here we go. He doesn't hit.
Oh, because he moved.
He moved. There we go. Keeping him back for shooting has been a really valid tactic.
Awesome.
So there we go. That is it after our shooting phase. I don't think you've got any shooting, have you, Andreas?
No.
So there we go. We're going to come back with a combat phase. We're going to start things off the Citadel Guard here against the 3, one of which is supporting, 2 of which will of course be fainting. So you set the bar with a mighty. You set it at a 6. It's good. It's good. Oh, you only get the 5. Okay. So you are strength 4. Yeah, so you're strength 4, so you only 5s here. And you nail him.
Oh, he's smashing this.
Our Gondor going to be taken off of the board.
Looking that way.
Here we go.
Along.
The next one we've got the Chieftain. Okay, so it's matching 5 value here. So what does the Citadel Guard, what does he do? He says it's a 5. It's pretty strong. Pretty strong.
Oh, strong as a 6.
My own dice.
Guys, come back to haunt him. Okay, so your Chieftain is strength 5, so he'll need 4s on the green dice.
No, oh.
But the 5 in support does get him. Another Citadel Guard goes off the table. We move along.
He's in trouble.
He is in trouble. So you are a high 5 value, Steve, but let's have a little look. You'll favour the appropriate people and you get a 5. You've got a chance here.
Come on.
1-3 chance.
Yes.
And you get it. So I'm guessing you're going to strike at the rider.
Yeah.
Needing a 5. Oh, it's a 1 and you didn't faint. So you don't get any retribution there. So we're going to come around here. Citadel Guard on his own. Roll a 6.
Come on, lad.
Let's do it. It's a 4. So any 5s and you're in trouble. So maybe roll the king first.
Yeah.
And that was it. The king, will he kill him on his own, needing 3s? He does. That's the table. Does the game end on a 1 or a 2? Steve's praying so.
Yes.
Oh,
And it does. The game is over.
well played, Matt.
That's our battlefield, and Gondorian bodies are strewn across this battlefield. Blood has been spilled this day. Gondor has to withdraw to Osgiliath to fight another day. It was, in the end, 14-1.
14, we want one, yeah.
14-1, because there was the wound on the Mahud King. 14-1 to the forces of the Mahud King. Let's get ourselves into a post-battle Battlet breakdown for this episode of Adventures in Arda. Welcome everybody to the post-battle Battlet breakdown for that very special battle report there. The Mahud of our very own Norwegian Viking versus Steve's Gondor, long out of retirement, and you need to put him back in retirement to be honest, buddy. Because it was a smashing victory of course to our friend Andreas. So how did you guys find that battle report? We had a little bit of a custom twist on hold ground just to fit in the whole idea of trying to take the crossing of the Harn down in southern Gondor. So you started things off, of course, you blocked off the middle, and you came on. What was you thinking when you came on and you saw that in the middle facing you?
Well, the way that he deployed his cavalry at first was on the other side of the centre part of the room, which was good for me really, because it meant he had to manoeuvre a bit before he could get to me. It was tough that he was already ready to line up and for me to come at him so he could just pick shots off, which is why I sat my rangers and go fire where I did. But it was very thematic and cool. That was the main thing, wasn't it? And
how about yourself? So you saw him approach. Obviously, you had to use a point of might to make sure that you kind of came on the same side.
That,
You saw him all coming on from this corner. What was you thinking? You know, you one of your first moves was to charge out with your camel riders. What was the thinking behind that?
I saw he put his heroes on the one side, so I wanted to threaten his flank with some cavalry with the Mahud King, so I could mow down his infantry from the side, and. Didn't exactly work as I wanted it. Mahud King went very fast down to 1 might and 0 fates, but he lived.
Definitely came off to a little bit of a might off there, didn't it? Look at Bilbo down there, dying for the bathroom. Just as we turned the camera on, look, he's like, please let me out, please let me out. So you came round with your camels, they kind of smashed into the side, and really, with all of that, I mean, the Impale didn't make a huge difference, but just getting those charge bonuses, having the war spears, cracking through with all that strength 4, absolutely slicing through your defence 6 that you had. Of course, you did have your Fountain Court as well, but only needing 5s to wound them was a massive problem for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I was doing well at first, I thought. From the initial couple of charges, I thought you had some pretty bad luck with your dice rolling on the Impales. And like you say, when I got you down to no fate, 1 wound, and Faramir was still alright, and I was able to try and get that heroic combat, which didn't come off. I lost the combat with support against 1 dude. Yeah. And it just started to crumble.
To attack heroes, when you've not got that extra 1 on the charge, they're not reliable for those heroic combats. So it definitely made a huge difference, because of course then the moment that Andreas could get on and swamp in and of course get the Impale on the horse of Faramir, I think that was a huge swing. Now there was a big part of that battle report, I think tactically, where I kind of had little question marks above it. You kept a third of your army back, so Andreas could effectively engage 2/3 of your army with all of his army. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, I was in 2 minds. It was kind of, my first thought was, if I get a gap, I'm going to run Denethor through it and head him towards the objective, and then run them through also. And I thought they might sort of stay there as a bit of a deterrent more than anything. It was just a few back. I mean, my shooting was shocking. I had 1 good turn of shooting.
It was pretty poor.
Rangers didn't kill anything.
They did nothing. They did nothing. And that if they would have been proficient with the shooting, it would have been well worth doing that, but they weren't. So it's a dice game, isn't it?
It certainly is. So I think with Bilbo there looking at me, he's either done something that he shouldn't have done, or he needs to go in the garden. So we're going to leave that there. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No worries.
I hope you enjoyed being in the battle report. Hopefully it's turned out cool for you guys. Remember, if you're enjoying all these battle reports, make sure you get yourself down into the Patreon below, because it is from that enabled me to take the days off that are required to try and of course continue to improve the battle rep content that you guys get out there. Thanks also for joining me again, Steve.
That was a pleasure.
I'm sure we'll see you again. We love having cool Steve here, don't we, guys? Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe. You guys have had a good game, haven't you?
Yeah, awesome.
Good stuff. And I've had a really good time watching you guys have a good game. Hope you guys out there are all having a good game as well. And we'll see you in the next episode of Adventures in Arda.